Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 postseason is on the air. Tonight we are at Tiger Stadium. This is Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. This series is also tied 1-1. Whoever loses tonight will face elimination in Game 4. We're going to have 4 straight elimination games after this one tonight. But we will find out and see whether it'll be the Red Sox or the Tigers trying to move on to the ALCS. Dwayne Martz is first to join us here at Tiger Stadium. So if everybody is all set and ready to go, and in this series here between the Red Sox and Tigers, Boston is the number 1 overall seed in the playoffs. But right so far, Detroit is taking them to task. And now that they're home at Tiger Stadium, anything can happen here. So if everyone is set, let's get started for some big-time baseball here as we begin the final Game 3 of this round. Brian B. is now here at Tiger Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, their number 4 starter, Doyle Alexander, 14 wins, 11 losses, a 4.32 ERA. He is the number 4 starter for the Tigers in this postseason. Craig Scarborough joins us here at Tiger Stadium. And you're here on time by way of your daughter's soccer practice. Well, I would hope you would pay more attention to the daughter than to me, but if you're just going to listen to me like the radio, that is just fine, Mr. Craig. So, we got a big one tonight. Let's see if the Red Sox or the Tigers can go ahead and take a 2-1 series lead. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the third baseman, Wade Boggs. He is 2 for 9 for the series so far. We're using blue, white, and white dice. Tigers are the home team. The fans here are set and ready to go. Let's begin the game. Alexander, 4-6, wild pitch, ball 1. 4-1, error on a throw. Boggs, 3-2. That's going to be a fly ball to center. There won't be a throwing error, obviously, as Pettis will make the catch. 1 out. And next batter will be the second baseman, Marty Barrett. He is 0 for 9. He's still looking for his first hit in this series. Frank Roszak and Texag 75 joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Did you see where the Mets' first ever pick and expansion passed away? No, I did not. Alexander, 1-5, walk, 18. That is high. Tiger Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and 2 to walks. Barrett, 6-1. That's a fly ball to center as well. And Pettis will get to it for the out. Barrett still looking for his first hit. Next batter will be the right fielder, Dwight Dewey Evans. He is 4 for 7 for the series so far. Not doing too bad after 3 games. Alexander will pitch. Alexander, 3-5, possible error. Evans, 5-3, fly ball center field. That's hit to Pettis again. His error rating is a 3. That's a 20. He will make the catch. And he will do all the work for the Tigers in the field as he records all 3 putouts. 1, 2, 3. Go the Red Sox will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, their number 3 starter, Wes Gardner, 8 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 3.50 ERA. Gardner I put him in the 3 spot in the rotation. So now let's see what the Tigers got here as they now come up to bat. Leading off for Detroit, center fielder Gary Pettis. He is 2 for 11 for the postseason. David Vega joins us here at Tiger Stadium. I'm sure Chuck Rawlings will be joining us momentarily. Gardner, 4-6, walk plus 20, and that is ball 4. He'll go ahead and walk Pettis. And the Tigers will get a walk. Gardner had 62 of them in 88. That'll bring in the double play. And now we'll see the left fielder, Pat Sheridan. Tigers using a right-handed lineup in this game. Sheridan is 3 for 7 for the postseason. Pettis at 44 stolen bases. That is a 6. He gets the steal sign, and he's going. 16 plus 2 is 18. And Gedman -1 is 17. The throw to second base, and he is, of course, out. Pettis is thrown out at second base by Rich Gedman. A 1-17 chance to get the second, and it's a 19, 1 out. Boy, is that D20 evil. So now Sheridan will bat with no one on base. Gardner with the pitch. 3-6 against the lefty. Walk plus, that will be ball 4, as Sheridan will draw the walk. So it probably really didn't have to try to steal, but that's a second walk given up by Gardner. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Tigers Stadium. Infield back, a double play depth. Next batter will be the Detroit designated hitter, Fred Lynn. Lynn was with the Baltimore Orioles most of 1988, wound up on the Tigers later. He is 1 for 7 for the postseason. Strategy roll, and Sheridan not going anywhere. Gardner will pitch. Gardner, 4-4, hit by pitch, 6. Nope, that's high. Lynn, a 1-2, that's a fly to left. And Greenwell will get to it for the second out. 2 down now. And here comes the shortstop, Hall of Famer, Alan Trammell, who I still think needs Lou Whitaker to be there with him. Trammell is 1 for 12 for the postseason. He is struggling. Nothing on the strat. Sheridan stays at first. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 3-3 against the righty. Strikeout plus, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll retire the side. First strikeout for Gardner. He had 106 of them in 88. Nothing across except a couple of walks and a caught stealing. Incredibly so. And after 1, there is no score. Game 3 of this ALDS. The loser will face elimination in Game 4 of this set. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the left fielder, Mike Greenwell, and he is batting 4 for 8 for the postseason. He's doing well. Alexander will pitch. Alexander, 4-1, error on a throw. Greenwell, 5-4, fly ball to left. And Sheridan will get there. And that is out number 1. No error, of course. Here comes the center fielder, Ellis Burks. Burks is 1 for 7 for the postseason. He does have a home run. Alexander will pitch to Burks. Alexander, 4-6, wild pitch, ball 1. 4-4 against the righty. Strikeout 7, and he got him. He gets Burks. And that is strikeout number 1 for Alexander. He had 126 of them in 88. And now the Boston designated hitter, Jim Rice. He is 3 for 8 for the postseason, and he had 2 bombs in the last game. So he has 2 homers for the playoffs so far. Alexander will pitch. Alexander, 4-3, walk 4, that's ball 4. And Rice will trot to first. First walk given up by Alexander. He only had 39 of them in 88 out of 229 innings pitched. And now here comes the first baseman, Todd Benzinger. He is 2 for 5 for the series. Rice on at first. That is a 13. Nothing going on there. Alexander will go ahead and pitch. Alexander, 6-5 against the switch left. Walk 5, and that is ball 4. Alexander can't believe it, but that will be a walk. Against the righties, a 4, but +2 makes him a 6. And he walks Benzinger. Alexander thought that was right there. Second walk issued by Alexander. And now coming up will be the shortstop, Jody Reed. He is 0 for 3 for the series. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Alexander will wind up and pitch. Alexander, 3-5, possible error. Reed, 4-2, fly ball center field, hit to Pettis. Pettis' error rating is a 3. That's a 4. It pops out of his glove, but he holds on to it, and that'll retire the side. He almost commits an error there, but nothing there. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks. And we go to the bottom of the second with no score. Texag75 says, can someone answer a payoff pitch question? Players have cards for the teams they play in a given year. There was also cards for these players that say combined totals. When do you use these? You don't. If you're going to go ahead, you don't. If you're going to go ahead and utilize, if you're going to utilize the players, all right, on their team specifically, okay, that's when you would not use the combined totals. You would use the combined totals if you do not want to use the players, okay, on their team specifically. So I'll give you an example here real quick. Fred Lynn, 1988 Baltimore Orioles. Now, this is his total year side for 1988 for Baltimore. If and I know he does not have, I know Joe Bryant does not have 88 in payoff pitch. He would have 2 cards for Fred. He would print 3 cards for Fred Lynn. One like this, which is combined, one that has only his Baltimore stats, and one that has his Boston stats. So if you think that the Fred Lynn card for combined totals is better to use than the one for Boston when he does that, or vice versa, that's when you use the card. I hope I explained that pretty well, because I do have payoff pitch. I do have the game. All right. I just stopped playing it because I just felt inside pitch was a lot more fun. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Tigers will be the catcher, Matt Noakes. He is 5 for 9 for the postseason. Brian Pedersen joins us here at Tigers Stadium. Gardner with the pitch. Gardner, 6-3. That is going to be an out, and it'll be a fly out to center. Going over there will be Burks for out number 1. Next up will be the right fielder, Chet Lemon. He is 2 for 9 for the postseason. Chet Lemon, one of the more underrated players in baseball history. Gardner, 2-1, possible error. Lemon, 2-4, and that's smacked into right field. That's going to be a double into right. Right fielder is Evans. His error rating is a 2. That's a 4. He won't make an error. He'll get that ball and throw it in, but the Tigers have a man on second. First hit of the game for the Tigers. And now that will bring up the first baseman, Darrell Evans. Evans is 0 for 5 for the postseason. Gardner will go ahead and pitch to Evans. 1 out, bottom of the second. Strat, nothing on the 16. Gardner, 2-2. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-6. The 19 is too high. Evans, 6-1, and he just popped out to first base. And Benzinger will get to it for out number 2. If that was a bad pitch by Gardner, that had a very good chance of going out of here. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Tom Brookins. He is 6 for 10 for the postseason. Right now, the Tiger leading hitter. Lemon on at second. Strat, nothing on the 5. He'll stay put. Gardner will pitch. Gardner, 2-4 against the righty. Blank. Brookins, 5-1. And Brookins will come through. That's a double to right field. Lemon will come around from second. He will score. Brookins goes to second. 1-0 Tigers. As they get on the board first, as Tom Brookins continues to hit well. And he'll bring in the first run for the Tigers. Chuck Rawlings joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Tiger Security talking to Ben Affleck. Seems they found a Batman mask in one of the men room stalls. That's good. So runner on second. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Jim Whalewander. One of the best baseball names you'll ever hear. But he's still looking for his first hit. He is 0 for 10. Gardner will go ahead, strategy roll. And Brookins will stay where he is. Gardner, 4-5. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 5-2, and that's a fly out to right. And Dewey Evans will get to it, and he will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. It's the Tigers who have taken a 1-0 lead here after 2. We go to the top of the third. Chuck Rawlings, please make sure you are available if I need you. You are the main Tiger fan in my chat. Alexander will get back on the mound. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the catcher, Rich Gedman. He is 1 for 3 for the series. Alexander will go ahead and pitch. Alexander, 6-2, hit by pitch. The 14 is high. Gedman, 1-5, and he hits one to right field. That is a 10, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Gedman. Gedman smacks his own double, gets his first hit of the game for the Red Sox, and the tying run is already at second base. So Gedman will hold that second, and it'll bring up Boggs. Boggs is 0 for 1. Strategy roll coming up. Nothing happening. Gedman will stay at second base. Alexander sets up and deals. 3-1, error on a grounder. Boggs, 1-5. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit the whale wander. His error rating is a 6. That's a 13. He'll take care of it. He'll toss it over for first for the out. Gedman will move to third. So ground out to second. Now the batter is Barrett, infield playing in with Gedman on at third. Strat, nothing on the 15. Alexander will now pitch to Barrett. Alexander, 4-1, error on a throw. Barrett, 2-3, and that's going to be an infield single, automatic infield single to short. That's going to score Gedman. The shortstop is Trammell. His error rating is a 5. That is a 6. He will hold on to the ball. There won't be a throwing error. Barrett will make it to first. This game is tied. So Barrett gets the first. That's Barrett's first hit of the postseason. And that goes as an infield single. We're tied at 1. As Trammell realized he had no chance to get Barrett. And we got a tie ball game. Here is Dewey. Dewey is 0 for 1, infield double play depth. Barrett had 7 stolen bases, and that's a 15. He'll stay put. That is, as I said, that's Barrett's first hit of the playoffs. Alexander, 2-6. Home run result against the righty. Evans needs a 12. The 18 is too high. Evans, 5-2, and instead it's a deep fly ball to right field. And going forward is Lemon. He's going to be at the track near the wall, but he will make the catch. And that's going to be out number 2. And it's a fly ball to right field. And I'm working on a rule to see when a runner at first can tag up at second. A fly to right, I'm going to say, could not really happen. So I'm going to say 2 outs just 2 outs right there. I'm working on a rule. Because the runner at first doesn't rarely tag up. A runner at first rarely tags up at second. And that's been discussed in the forums about that. And I really can't find it as a rare play, although it is a rare play. So I'm thinking maybe it's something. I don't know. I'll work on it. Maybe for next season. Barrett on at first. Greenwell the batter now. He's 0 for 1. 2 men out. Tied at 1 here, top of the third. Strat. Barrett stays put. Alexander will pitch. Alexander, 3-5, possible error. Greenwell, 5-2. It's a fly ball to left field. Going for it is Sheridan. His error rating is a 3. That's a 5. He'll make the catch, side retired. 1 run on 2 hits for the Red Sox as they come right back and tie this game up at 1. Yes, we can't have any rigging without Steeler fan. There is no rigging unless Steeler fan is in the chat. We go to the bottom of the third. Gary Pettis leads off for the Cats. He walked his first time up. Gardner, he'll go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 6'5", against the switch left. That is a blank. Pettis, 6'5", base hit right past second base. And Pettis again will get to first, this time on a hit. He was thrown out trying to steal, unbelievably so. Sheridan is the next batter. He walked as well. Infield double play depth. Pettis, does he get the steal sign? The answer, not this time. Gardner will go ahead and pitch to Sheridan. Gardner, 4-4, hit by pitch, 9, that is high. Sheridan, 6-6, that ball is hit to left field, that is a 3, and that's going to be a base hit for Sheridan. It'll be a single to left. Pettis, base runner 4, single to left, -3. The only way he gets the third is on a 1, and that is a 2, and he's going to have to hold at second base, as Greenwell has a pretty good arm out there in left, and he'll keep Pettis there. So a single by Sheridan as Mungo Jerry 311 joins us here at Tiger Stadium. And Clee baseball fan, it is good to see Mungo Jerry. Have not seen him in a while. Good to see you, my good friend. Nobody out, bottom of the third. Here comes Lynn. Lynn is 0 for 1. Tigers threatening here. That is a 20. Gardner has a pickoff rating of a pickoff of 1. Throws to second. No. And Pettis just got back. Pettis said, come on here. Give me a break. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 2-3. Strikeout plus 20. And, yep, he got him. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Gardner. 1 down. And now the batter is Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 1. Doug Hunt joins us here at Tiger Stadium. By the way, my Mets did beat the Padres today. We took the series 2 out of 3. Now we got a very long West Coast trip coming up. Pettis at second, Sheridan at first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 4-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Trammell, 3-4, a line drive to first. And on a 1-5, someone's gonna get doubled off. It is a 2. It is Sheridan. A line drive to first. Benzinger's got it. He tagged Sheridan, who was way off the bag. Side retired. L3 unassisted. Holy cow. Line drive right to Benzinger, but he was there. And he makes a great defensive play as catching Trammell's line drive and then doubling off Sheridan. And the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits for the Tigers. It's still tied at 1 after 3. Going to the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Bo Sox will be Ellis Burks. He is 0 for 1. Alexander sets in there and makes the pitch. Alexander, 3-2, strikeout 16. That is high. Burks, a 4-5, and that's a base hit. He slaps it past third, and Burks will wind up at first with a base hit with a single. First hit of the game for Burks. And here comes Rice. Rice walked his first time up. Infield double play depth. Again, starting with some low-scoring innings here in the early part of the game. Burks, 25 stolen bases, but that 14 keeps him where he is. Alexander will now concentrate on Rice. Alexander, 4-3, walk, 17. That is high. Rice, 6-4. It's a base hit to left field. That'll be a single. Burks, base runner 4, single to left, -2. A 1 or a 2, Burks will take third. It is a 4. He will hold at second. As left fielder Sheridan threw the ball in pretty quickly, and now the Red Sox are in business. And here comes Benzinger. Benzinger walked his first time up. Infield still at double play depth. Anything on Strat? The 15 says no. Alexander will go ahead and pitch to Benzinger. Fans here at Tiger Stadium see a couple of Red Sox on the bases. Alexander, 5-5, range play. Benzinger, 5-2, pop fly ball to third. And trying to go for it is Brookins. His range is a 3. And that is a 6. It'll drop for a base hit. It's only a one base hit. And the bases will be loaded. As that just fell out of Brookins' reach. Nobody was going to get that. And now the bases are loaded with no one out. And now the batter is Reed. Reed is 0 for 1. Infield playing in. They're going to try for the home to first double play. Bases full of Bo Sox. Alexander will set up. Strategy roll. That is a 1. Burks is going to stay where he is. Alexander gets the call, and now he deals the ball. Made a rhyme. 5-6 against the righty. Strikeout 6, and that is just a bit high. Reed, 5-1, base hit, pass short, single, and the Red Sox will take the lead. Burks will come in to score. Rice, he will not. He will have to hold at third, so the runners will move 90 feet, but the Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. Stadium groans. 4 straight singles to open up the inning. And here's Gedman. Gedman got a double his first time up, but now it's 2-1 Red Sox. Infield still in. Strat, nothing on the 9. Alexander will now pitch to Gedman as now a 2-1 Boston lead. Here comes the deal. Alexander, 6-4. That is a blank. Gedman, 4-3. And that is a ground ball to second base. The infield is in. Double play rating 2, -1. But remember, it's going to come to the plate, so there's no pivot rating. Rice has a base running rating of a 1. The only way he scores is on a 1 or a 6. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. A 1, it's a double play. A 1 is a double play. The only way he scores is on a 6. And that is a 1. It's going to be a double play. Second base to the plate. Plate to first, 2 outs. So Rice has gone and thrown out at the plate. And they'll get Gedman on at first. Benzinger and Reed will move up 90 feet. But now there are 2 away. Right, a 1 would have been a double play, and it is. So that is a double play, a 4-2-3 double play. Now the batter is Boggs with 2 outs. And they'll pitch to him, even though you got Barrett up next. And I think you deal with Boggs here, or I don't think you put a runner on base here. 2-1. Now here in the top of the 4th, 2 outs. Strategy. Nothing on the 12. Alexander will go ahead and pitch. Alexander, 6-2, hit by pitch. 16 is a no. Boggs, 5-6, and it's going to be a single into center field for a base hit. Benzinger will come in to score. Reed, base runner 3 with 2 outs. Single to center, +2, a 1-5 he'll score, and he will. Reed will come around to score. Wade Boggs, a 2 RBI single. 4-1 Red Sox. Stadium groans. Wade Boggs picks up a couple of RBIs there. And now the batter is Barrett. Barrett is 1 for 2. No action yet in the Tiger bullpen. Boggs on at first, strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Barrett is going to swing away. Alexander will pitch. Alexander, 1-5, walk, 14. That is high. Barrett, a 6-1. That's a fly out to center field. And Pettis will get to it and put it away to retire the side. 3 runs on 5 hits. And the Red Sox have now taken a 4-1 lead here, going in the bottom of the 4th. Fans throwing bones on field. Oh, wait, that's Cleveland. 4-1 lead for the Red Sox as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Matt Noakes leads off. He's 0 for 1. Gardner will go ahead. Gardner will pitch. 3-3 against the lefty. That is a blank. Noakes, 5-2, fly out to center field, and Burks will get to it and make the catch. 1 out. Here comes Lemon. Lemon got a double his first time up. Gardner 2-4 against the righty. That's a blank. Lemon 2-2, and that's a fly ball hit to left field. Greenwell will come under it and grab it for 2 outs. Evans is next, and Evans is 0 for 1. Fans here at Tiger Stadium suddenly not enjoying the game as much as they did. Gardner 5-1 against the lefty. That is a blank. Evans 4-3, ground ball to third, picked up there by Boggs. He'll toss it over and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Tigers. 4-1 after 4. Top of the 5th inning coming up. And it is Dwight Evans leading off for the Boston Americans, and he is 0 for 2. Let's see if Alexander can have a better inning here. Alexander with the pitch. 3-3, that is a blank. Evans, 2-2, fly out to center field. Pettis, he'll come under it and get it, and that's the first out. 1 down for Greenwell. Greenwell is 0 for 2. Alexander, he'll go ahead and pitch. Alexander, 3-5, possible error. Greenwell, 1-3, fly ball hit to right field. Lemon going for it. His error rating is a 5. That's a 19. He'll make the catch for the second out. 2 outs now for Burks. Burks is 1 for 2 with a single. Alexander will go ahead and pitch. Alexander 6-4, blank. Burks 4-3, and it's another fly ball to center field. And Pettis getting a lot of work tonight as he's made a lot of the putouts. He'll go ahead and get this one, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Alexander, which he definitely needed. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. Gardner will come back up. Leading off for the Cats will be Tom Brookins. Brookins is 1 for 1. He got a double his first time up. Brookins is the Tigers' leading hitter, believe it or not. Gardner will set up. Gardner will pitch. Gardner, 4-6, walk plus 17. Yep, that's ball 4, and Brookins is on. Brookins draws a walk. That's the 3rd walk given up by Gardner. And here comes Whale Wander. May see a bunt from him if the bunt sign comes up. Strategy roll. And that is a 3. He does not get it. He will swing. Brookins on it first. Gardner looking in at Whale Wander. Whale Wander still looking for his first hit. Gardner, 3-4. That is a blank. Whale Wander, 1-2. Nope, that's a fly ball hit to right. Dewey Evans will get to it and put it away, and that's the first out. I'll be honest, not having Whitaker in the postseason roster is really hurting the Tigers at second base, although Whale Wander does have good range. Here is Pettis. Pettis is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Infield, of course, is that double play. Nothing on the 8. Brookins will stay put. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 5-5. That's a pitcher result. That's 3. Switch left. That's going to be an out. And it will be a fly ball to center again. And getting under this one will be Burks. And that's out number 2. So 2 men down. And now here's Sheridan. Sheridan is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Brookins, he'll stay where he is. Gardner looking in on Sheridan. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping somebody comes up with a big hit. Gardner, 3-3 against the lefty. Blank. Sheridan, 3-3. And that is a ground ball to second base. Barrett is up with it. Takes his time. Tosses it over. Inning over. Nothing across except a walk. Still 4-1 Red Sox after 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Red Sox lead 4-1. Jimmy Rice leads off, and he is 1 for 1. He has a single and a walk. Alexander will pitch to Rice. Alexander, I don't know if this is his last inning yet, but we'll see. Alexander, 6-6, blank. Rice, 2-4. Fly ball hit to right. And it's going to be Lemon going ahead and making that play, 1 out. 1 down for Benzinger. Benzinger is 1 for 1. He also has a single and a walk. Alexander goes ahead, and he will pitch. Alexander, 6-2, hit by pitch. The 12 is high. Benzinger, 4-1, and a grounded ball to second base. And that's going to be Whalewander making the play, tossing it over, 2 down. Another rapidly moving ball game. Here is Reed. Reed is 1 for 2 with a single. Alexander will go ahead and pitch. Alexander, 4-5. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 4-4. It's a ground ball hit to third. And Brookins has got it. And he'll take his time. He'll toss it over. And that will retire the side. Nice job by Alexander. Another 1-2-3 inning for him. He's given up 4 runs, but the Tigers have just not been able to break through Gardner yet, really, so far. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Salvador America joins us here at Tiger Stadium. I hope Mrs. America is doing well, and I know that Salvador America came here to root for the Detroit Tigers. I know he's a big-time Tiger fan. Salvador America, I know, is wearing a baseball cap with a big D on it. I know for sure. Gardner will come on to pitch. And leading off for the Tigers will be Freddie Lynn. And he's 0 for 2. Gardner will go ahead and deal here in the bottom of the 6th. Gardner, 2-3. Strikeout plus 19. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Lynn is just not doing well in this postseason. That's the third strikeout for Gardner. Fortunately, your mother-in-law. Oh, that's bad. Well, we wish you only the best there, Mr. America. And I'm sure the Detroit Tigers will do everything they can to get a win for you, Salvador America. Here's Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 2. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 2-4 against the righty. That is a blank. Trammell, 4-2. Fly ball to left. And Greenwell, he'll come under it and put it away. 2 outs. Wes Gardner pitching a gem in this game. And here comes Noakes. Noakes is 0 for 2. Gardner will look in on Noakes. 4-1, bottom of the 6th. Series tied at 1. Gardner will pitch. Gardner, 4-6, walk plus, and that's a 19, and that will be ball 4. So Noakes barely coaxes a walk from Gardner to keep the inning alive, and that is the 4th walk given up by Gardner. A chance now for Chet. Lemon is 1 for 2. Noakes had no stolen bases. I'm sure he'll stay put, and he will. Gardner looking on. He can pitch to 4 more batters before he tires. Gardner looks in on Lemon, and here comes the pitch. Gardner, 6-6. Range play at the park. Tiger Stadium, 5-3. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after it is Greenwell. Greenwell is excellent. His range is a 5, and he will make the catch on the run with a 5 and retire the side. Great play by Greenwell out there. And nothing across except a walk. Still 4-1 both Sox after 6. We go to the top of the 7th. Doyle Alexander, he can pitch 3 more batters before he tires. He's going to deal with, they're going to have Rich Gedman come up to bat for the Red Sox, and he'll bat. He's 1 for 2. Alexander will pitch to him, and they'll see if Alexander can go 1 more inning. As Chuck Rawlings says, he would go to the pen right now. Very well. Since before I roll the dice, he wants Doyle Alexander out. So Alexander will leave the ball game, and let's see who we'll bring in here to pitch. Alexander actually did a good job. 4 runs on 7 hits. He really didn't do that bad. Just the Tigers haven't been able to do anything here. And let's see, you got lefty, and lefty. They're going to go with Gibson. Coming on to pitch for the Tigers will be Paul Gibson. 4 wins, 2 losses, no saves, a 2.93 ERA. With 2 lefties and a righty coming up, Paul Gibson will pitch. Top of the 7th, 4-1 Red Sox. Gibson, 4-6, error on a throw. Gedman, 4-1. That's going to be a fly to right. And Lemon, he'll get to it and make the catch for out number 1. 1 down, and here comes Boggs. Boggs is 1 for 3. Gibson looking in, and he will pitch. Gibson, 3-3, wild pitch, ball 1. 4-4, strikeout 16, that's high. Boggs, a 5-4, and that's a fly to center field. And once again, Pettis is going to be called upon to make a play. And that's going to be out number 2. Next up is Barrett. And Barrett is 1 for 3. Gibson looking in, and he'll go ahead and pitch. Gibson, 2-3, that is a blank. Barrett, 1-5, and that is a fly ball to center field once again. Gary Pettis has been very, very busy. He is earning his paycheck today. And that is a nice job by Paul Gibson to send the Red Sox in order 1, 2, 3. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Tomorrow night, it's the beginning of 4 straight elimination games. Every series will be 2 games to 1. So there's going to be will there be some teams are eliminated, or will there be a whole bunch of game 5s? We're about to find out. It starts tomorrow back in the senior circuit. We're going back to Shea Stadium as my New York Mets take another crack and knocking out the San Francisco Giants. Atlee Hammaker will go for the Giants, and Ron Darling goes for the Mets. That's game 4 of the National League Division Series. Can the Mets punch their ticket to the championship series, or will the Giants bring it back to Candlestick for a game 5? That is tomorrow night. 4 straight elimination games. And we all know the hardest game to win is always the last one. We go to the bottom of the seventh here. Red Sox lead 4-1. Darrell Evans is the leadoff batter, but we're going to see a pinch hitter for him now, as now we're in the seventh inning. So Darrell Evans is going to come out of the game, and coming on to take over at first base will be Dave Bergman, and he'll also hit. Bergman, a .294 average, 5 homers, and 35 RBIs, so Bergman will now take over at first, as Evans was 0 for 2. And Bergman just the same, pretty much the same stats. So Bergman will pitch to Gardner. Gardner can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him pitch out there. He's pitching very well. Gardner with the pitch. Gardner, 5-1 against the lefty. That is a blank. Bergman, 6-2. Fly ball center field. And Burks will get to it for the out. 1 away. 1 down, and here comes Brookins. Brookins is 1 for 1, a double and a walk. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 4-6, walk plus. That 11 is ball 4. Brookins continues to get on base. He has been excellent. And that is a walk to Brookins. The next batter is Whale Wander. He does have to hit. Gardner is tired, but they're going to see if he can go the rest of the way here, at least in this inning. Infield, a double play depth. Brookins on at first. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 12. Brookins stays at first. Gardner will now go ahead and pitch to Whale Wander. Gardner, 1-2 against the switch left. That is a blank. Whale Wander, 3-6. A line drive right back to Gardner. That's out number 1. Brookins will be out on a 1-4. And Brookins is off the bag. Gardner throws to first. L1-3 double play, side retired. Whale Wander hits it right back to Gardner, who spears it, throws to first to get Brookins, and the inning is over. What a way for that inning to end. Nothing across except a walk. And after 7, it is still 4-1 Red Sox. As we will go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Dewey Evans, and he is 0 for 3. He's still looking for his first hit in this game. Gibson, I think they're going to make a pitching change. Gibson's going to come out of the game, and the Tigers are going to go back to the bullpen with 2 righties and a lefty coming up, and they're going to go ahead and bring out Eric King. 4 wins, a loss, 3 saves, a 3.41 ERA. King will now be the 3rd Tiger pitcher. Top of the 8th, 4-1. King with the pitch. King, 4-3 against the righty. That is a blank. Evans, 4-6. It's a fly ball to left. And Sheridan will get to it and make the play. 1 out. Next up is Greenwell. Greenwell is 0 for 3. King looks in on Greenwell. Here comes the deal, and that's a 2-4. Wild pitch, ball 1. Again, King, 5-4. That is a blank. Greenwell, 5-5. Base hit. That's a single to left field. And Greenwell will hold it first. That's Greenwell's first hit of the ball game. Now the batter is Burks. Burks is 1 for 3 for a single. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Greenwell will stay at first. King looking in at Burks. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping that they can get a good pitch. King, 6-5, strikeout 14. That is high. Burks, 3-4, and that is a grounder to second base. 1-1-2. Shortstop, pivot, Trammell, 0. 1-2 double play. They got it. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox as King gets the twin killing. That line out, by the way, hit into by Whale Wander was the second line out double play that the Tigers hit into. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the order for the Cats. There's Gary Pettis. Probably see a pinch hitter for him. And let's see if they will bring in a pinch hitter here because Pettis not that great at the plate with a 210 average, although you're going to sacrifice range. Pettis is coming out, and coming into pinch hit will be Luis Salazar, but he is not going to take over at center field. Dwayne Murphy will do that. So Dwayne Murphy will take over at center, but Luis Salazar will bat. So timeout for a substitution here. Salazar, 270 average, 12 homers, 62 RBIs. Sheridan taking over at center. There is no need to change the runner advancement card. He is fine. It's still the same as 0 arm. So Salazar will pinch hit against Gardner. Gardner is going to pitch. He's going to pitch. He is tired, but they're going to see if he can go here and get the 8th. You know what? No, he won't. Timeout. That's going to be it for Gardner. He pitched beautifully, but the Red Sox are going to go to the bullpen. And what a job by Gardner. And coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Bob Stanley. 6 wins, 4 losses, 5 saves, a 3.19 ERA. Stanley will come in to pitch for Boston. So Stanley will pitch against Salazar. Bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Red Sox. Stanley with the pitch. 1-4, strikeout 14. That is high. Salazar, 5-1, base hit right past the pitcher. Tigers got the leadoff man on. Salazar hits it right past Stanley, and that is a single for him. Now the batter is Sheridan. Sheridan is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Infield a double play depth, but strategy rolls are off. Salazar on it first. Stanley will make the deal. Stanley, 5-3, error on a throw. Sheridan, 6-6. That ball is hit to left field. That is a 14, and he's just going to miss a triple by 1, and that's going to be a fly out to left. Getting over there is Greenwell near the deep corner of Tiger Stadium, and he makes the catch, out number 1. I can't believe he just missed a triple. And that is the first out. Here comes Lynn. Lynn is 0 for 3. 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Salazar still on it first. Stanley with the pitch. Stanley, 1-1, error on a grounder. Lynn, 4-6. Nope, that's a fly ball to center field. Going after it is Burks. And he'll make the catch, 2 down. This Tiger club is just not getting the offense. Their offense has been very offensive. Here is Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 3. Salazar on it first. Stanley sets up against Trammell. Fans at Tiger Stadium hoping for a hit. Stanley, 6-3. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 1-3. That's a home run to center field against the righty. Trammell needs a 10, and that is an 11, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Going back for it at the track. At the wall is Burks, and he leaps, and he'll make the catch. Side retired. No runs and a hit. And the Tigers are just not getting the breaks. Trammell needed a 10 to hit it out, and he got an 11. And the dice have been nasty to the Tigers tonight. 4-1 Bo Sox after 8. As Mike Eisenberg joins us here at Tiger Stadium. We go to the top of the 9th. Two righties and a switch coming up. Eric King will stay on the mound. Jim Rice leads off for Boston. He is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Red Sox have a 4-1 lead. Chuck Rawlings not very happy. He's not feeling too well. King with the pitch. King 3-2 against the righty. Blank. Rice 1-2. Ground ball to short. Handled easily there by Trammell, and he'll throw to first for the out. One down. And here comes Benzinger. Benzinger is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. King looking in on Benzinger, and here comes the pitch. King, 4-2, strikeout 8. He got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away. Now the batter is Reed, and Reed is 1 for 3. And King, he will pitch to Reed here. 2 outs, top of the 9th. King sets up, he'll deal. King, 3-4 against the righty. That is a blank. Reed, 1-3. Fly ball hit the left field. Sheridan will get to that. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. Still 4-1 in favor of Boston. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Matt Noakes is the leadoff hitter. Bob Stanley leaving the game. Red Sox are going to go to the bullpen. And coming out to get the save is going to be Lee Smith. 4 wins, 5 losses, 29 saves, a 2.80 ERA. Smith's going to try to get the save. Stanley will get a hold. And Smith will pitch to Matt Noakes, who will lead it off here in the bottom of the 9th. 4-1 Red Sox. There's been a lot here. There has been a lot of 9th inning magic so far in this postseason. Smith will go ahead and pitch to Noakes. Smith, 3-2, strikeout 7, swing and a miss, struck him out, 1 away. They'll go ahead and get Noakes out, 1 down. And now the batter is Lemon. What's the matter? What do you mean Lee Smith? Of course Lee Smith. He led Boston with 29 saves that year. That Lemon will go ahead and bat. He is 1 for 3. Smith will pitch to Lemon. Smith, 4-4 against the righty. Strikeout plus, swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Lee Smith strikes out Lemon. And now the last chance for the Tigers will be Dave Bergman. Bergman is 0 for 1 for taking over for Evans. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Fans here at Tiger Stadium know there is at least one more game to play, but they're 1 out away from facing elimination. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer, absolutely. He'll go ahead and pitch. Smith, 1-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Bergman, 3-6, and it's a fly ball to left field. Getting under it is Greenwell. He'll take a couple of steps backwards, puts out his glove, block, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Boston Red Sox will beat the Tigers tonight, 4-1. Stadium groans. And the Red Sox will now take a 2-1 series lead and will have a chance to advance to the American League Championship Series if they can beat the Tigers in Game 4. Nothing across for Detroit, as the Red Sox definitely show they're right now the better team. Thinking maybe there could be an upset here, but the Tigers have their issues. Could not get runs. Wes Gardner was excellent tonight. Final line score coming up. For the Red Sox, 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. For the Tigers, 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Wes Gardner. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. The loss goes to Doyle Alexander, a tough loss. He drops to 0-1. Bob Stanley gets a hold, his first, and Smith picks up his first save. So the Red Sox will take a win here today at 4-1 at Tiger Stadium. But the Tigers still have one more chance to hold off, and this is the reason why the wild card game is so important, because it's very possible that if you get in the wild card for your game 4, you have your number 1 starter against the other team's 4. It could be very interesting to see how that goes. So a big game the next time these two teams play for a game 4. Tomorrow night, speaking of game 4s, we're going now into the 4th round of the division series. And it starts with game 4 of the National League Division Series. Can my New York Mets kick out the Giants? The Giants will have Atlee Hammaker pitching. The Mets will have Ron Darling. The Mets want to put the Giants away. They do not want a game 5 back in Candlestick. What will happen tomorrow night? 4 straight elimination games. Giants and the Mets is first up. Hammaker, Darling, Mets, and the Giants. The Mets lead that series 2-1. What will happen tomorrow night? Be there or be square. Chuck Rawlings, David Vega, Brian Patterson, Frank Rosank, Salvador America, Texag 75. Let's see, Clee Baseball fan, Brian B. Mungo Jerry, 311. And let's see here, Jeremy Brooks, Craig Scarborough, and of course, Dwayne Martz. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Boston Red Sox pretty much take care of business, and they beat the Tigers tonight 4-1. They lead this American League Division Series 2-1. We'll see you tomorrow night.